Welcome to the Properties to Profit podcast. I'm Michael, your host. Excited to share with you my journey from a six-figure job to building a successful real estate business. Each episode will explore various aspects of real estate investing, from wholesaling and flipping to managing rentals. I'll share the lessons and insights I've gained, aiming to help you avoid mistakes and achieve your financial goals. Expect guest experts, valuable tips, and practical advice to guide you on your own real estate journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you find any value in this podcast, please subscribe, share, and follow me on social media. Let's turn properties into profits together. Hey guys, Michael here with Properties to Profits. And on today's Monday Mindset episode, what I want to talk about, what I have found when an employee makes it. And so I have hired well over 150 employees and owning my own businesses. And there are some things that I've allowed that I shouldn't have allowed. And I'm going to talk about those in today's episode. So what today's episode is going to be on, what I believe the number one reason an employee is going to make it within your organization or in life in general. If they're going to hit their life goals for them, it's going to come down to this one thing. What is this one thing? It's going to come down to taking accountability. And what's the basis we can run that by? Living above the line and living below the line. So below the line, you're blaming other people. You're blaming something happening that you can't control for the outcome, right? And so things I've heard in my organization, hey, they're only performing because they got lucky. They get better leads than I do. We don't have enough leads. ACT didn't close enough leads, so how do you expect me to move enough deals? I have a kid. I can't work past 5. I have a kid. I can't work weekends, and I can't do more than 40 hours. What do you mean I should work on Saturdays when Ohio State's playing? Or what do you mean I can't watch Joe Burrow play football, or the Steelers, or whoever your team is? Well, I'm still learning. I'm new. I'm young. I'm only 21. Give me more time. I'll be good. And like, you hear those things time and time again, and let's talk about all those, right? I don't know about you, but I've never met someone who feels they're lucky, right? Very few people are ever lucky. And if you want to be lucky, look at the lotto winners. Are they ever happy? If so, why do they lose all their money? And why do so many of them end their lives in suicide, right? Want to get better leads? Well, if you need better leads to win, it just means you're not good enough. Just accept the truth and get better. And so instead of saying, hey, they got better leads than me, turn around and say, hey, I'm not good enough to close these leads. And then what would it take for you to be good enough to close these leads? More sales training, more conversations, whatever it is for you, go do those things, right? We don't have enough leads. Well, if you're closing 100% of every lead that comes in your door, then fine, you can say that. But until you're at 100%, don't say that. Our industry average is like 1 in 20 on leads closed. We're sitting at 1 in 12 right now, right? We got rid of a bad salesperson and we dropped from 1 in 19 average to 1 in 12. Wow, that's amazing return right there, right? And that's all it took. So until you're the best in your industry or closing 100%, it's not the leads, it's you. You can still improve. It may only be 1 or 2%, right? Man, I hear this all the time. I have a kid. You don't understand. I know so many people who have kids who went and created the life that they wanted, right? If you're not going to create the life that you want, what are you telling your kid? That they can't create their life? What are you going to wait till they're 18 and out of the house and be like, oh, now I can go live my life? How do you think that's going to make a kid feel? It's going to be tough for that kid to overcome. Very tough. Don't put that blame on them. You're just not good enough to have a kid and have the life you want. That's okay. You can get better. You can sleep a little bit less and study, or whatever it might be. I have a kid. I can't work more than 40 hours a week. Okay. There are people who have kids who work more than 40 hours a week. What'd they figure out? Right? One thing in life I believe is you don't live for a kid. You add kid to your life. Life doesn't stop because you have a kid. You still got bills to pay. Things are going to go wrong. You got to figure it all out and balance it all for what makes you happy, right? But so many people aren't happy in life, and then they work less than 40 hours a week, and they say it's because they have a kid. That's not fair to the kid. You chose to have the kid. The kid didn't choose to be here. So do the work to get better so that in that 40 hours, you can start to create the life that you want if that's truly all you can do. Right? How many hours a week are you watching football? How many hours a week are you drinking? All of those things. Cut those things out. How many times I've heard someone's like, well, all my friends are going out drinking, so am I. Okay. Which one of them would you trade your bank accounts for? Nothing. None of them. Then don't do what they do, right? Stop living below the line. Just because your friends do something doesn't mean you should. Now, if they live your life, fine, go be it. Go do it. I don't want to work past 5, and I don't want to work weekends. I want my free time. Don't know anyone who's done anything great who's got free time. They're always utilizing their time to get better at whatever their trade or skill is. What are you doing? So many people, I'm new, I'm still learning. Well, we can always learn faster. We can always do more to get up to speed faster. You know how much it's costing you if you want to make $100,000 a year and you're not making $100,000? Say you're making $50,000 a year, you want to get to 100. Every year you don't make $100,000, it's costing you $50,000. Get there today. You can get there today. You can start making $100,000 in 2025. You work your tail off to learn a new sales skill. You can get there. You can. Sales is a remarkable thing. In that world, you don't need to go become a doctor to make $100,000, $250,000 a year. It's incredible. Hit me up. I have a sales trainer who can help you get there in the next 3 months. It's not going to be cheap, by the way. I'm too young. We all know someone young who did something great. Why can't you be the next one? See how if you just change all of those things, you could start to win? And so what I found, people who win are always living above the line. They're taking accountability for everything that goes wrong, whether it's their fault or not. Man, I didn't know how to do this. Can you help me understand what I could have said better here, right? They didn't say the lead wasn't ready to close. They didn't say the lead didn't have any problems. They said, I didn't understand what to do here. Can you help me get better? What do you know? They got better, right? We had a TC this week. 2 deals didn't close on time, and she came to me and apologized. I was like, why? She's like, those deals didn't close because I didn't see those things, and I should have. She's been with us 8 weeks. We didn't teach her these things. But you know how I know she's going to win in life? Because she takes extreme accountability, and she's not afraid to own up to her problems. We didn't have an SOP for the things that went wrong. So that was on us, not her. But she took accountability because she knows if she takes accountability, she'll get better. And who do I want to pour into and give all my information in my head to help them get to the next level? The person taking accountability for everything, whether it's their fault or not, or the person who's making excuses? The person who's taking accountability, right? She came to me and she's like, I'll do better. Like, man, this is amazing. There's been several things go wrong that she was a part of. I cannot think of one that was her fault. But she's apologized to me more than once. And she's getting so good, so fast, and always wanting to solve problems. So what are you going to do to take accountability for your life? What are you going to do to win? Because I have found that people who take extreme ownership in life win. I take extreme ownership for everything in my life. I've never once blamed my ex for our relationship. Why would I give her that power? She doesn't deserve that power. I deserve that power. And the thing is, she can still have that power if she believes that she was at fault. She'll get better. But I believe that if there were 10 different things I would have done differently, I wouldn't be in the situation I am fighting custody for my kid. It's that simple. Sure, she could say the same thing and both can be true. And we both get better. That's where it gets amazing, is you can be saying you're in the wrong and that you can do better and the other person can too. Does the world get worse because 2 people get better? No. Right? The world gets better when everyone gets better. So this is the best way to go about things, is anytime something's going wrong in your life, don't blame. Don't live below the line. Don't say, oh, I could do this tomorrow, or, oh, any of those things. Get it done today and take accountability that you're not good enough today. And that you're going to put in the work and the reps to get good today, whatever that might be for your life, whether it's as a parent, whether it's as a spouse, whether it's in the gym, your health, whether it's in your finances. Just say you'll do better and reach out to those people who are doing better in those things. There's a cheat code in life that we have in our generation now. There's all this technology. There's all this AI. There's all these resources. AAA's mastered it, right? How do they get all these people to stop drinking? Well, you just get people who have done it to teach other people who don't know how to do it yet. Their success rate is amazing for something that is extremely hard to do. Get off drugs and get off alcohol. But they are helping hundreds of thousands of people every year. That's harder than trying to make more money. That's harder than trying to get into shape. So if they can do it, why can't you? You can. You just have to believe and live above the line and stop making excuses for everything going wrong in your life. You gotta start saying to yourself, I'm going to get good, so luck doesn't matter. Like I said before, I've never met anyone who said they were lucky. Michael Jordan's not lucky. Kobe Bryant's not lucky. Tiger Woods isn't lucky. Elon Musk isn't lucky. They've all had things go terribly wrong, and they just kept going. They got better, and they took extreme accountability. So why aren't you taking extreme accountability if you don't have the life you want? Why are you living below the line? It serves you no good. Live above the line. Take accountability for everything, whether it's your fault or not, and watch yourself get better. We have 3 months left in the year. What are you doing to make sure your life gets better so 25 is not the same as 24? If you guys found any value in this, shoot me an Instagram message and I'm a follow at RealEstateMike02. I would love if you shared this across Instagram as well and tag me in it as well. Once again, RealEstateMike02. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for listening to the Properties for Profit podcast. I hope you found today's episode valuable. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Follow me on social media for more updates and tips. Until next time, keep turning properties into profits.